Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here then hello, my name is Amy and welcome to a really exciting video. So as you can tell by the title, there is a giveaway in this video, so stay tuned at the end where I will just let you know all the details on how you can enter that. And yeah, basically I'm going to share with you my go-to makeup look that I have been doing recently for all my photo shoots that I've been going to. And yeah, it's literally just been my go-to makeup look at the moment. So before I was doing wings and stuff, I've not been doing the winged liner, eyeshadow liner thing this time round. I've just kind of kept it smoky and a little bit darker by the lash line and stuff like that. Also, I have had my hair done. Oh my god, I'm feeling so blonde, and I've got these two bits blonder at the front. I feel like it needs a wash though. You know when you have it done and you feel like I feel like you have to wash it yourself once for it to settle, and then it is, but it feels good to be back silvery, because these are my new extensions as well, which didn't match me properly, but obviously it was just because I needed my toner and they just matched so perfect, and I'm just living my best blonde life. So anyway, let's get stuck in to the video. All the brushes that I'm going to be using in this video were very kindly gifted to me from Spectrum. So I literally have their, I think this is their millennial 30-piece millennial set, and oh my goodness, I just dropped one. Oh, and another. I have so many brushes. There's literally a brush here for every stage of my makeup, so that's what I'm going to be using to do my whole face. And this is also what is up for grabs, so I'm so excited about this, that I have teamed up with Spectrum for this giveaway. So excited about it, literally buzzing. So the eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be using today, I've got two that I'm going to be using. The first one is again from Spectrum. This is the OCEANA palette, and I'm literally going to be using this shade here, which is called Tarte. It's a really lovely neutral soft brown shade, and then I use a slightly darker one as well, which is going to be a mixture of these two, which is Rebel and Leader from my Tarte in Bloom palette. So they're the eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be using, and yeah, I'm so excited. So we're going to just get cracking. So I've just zoomed you in a little bit, and I've put a little bit of the Tarte concealer on my lid. Okay, so to blend this out, I'm going to want a flat oval brush. So I'm just going to have a look. Okay, so now to carve out my brow, I can use either of these brushes. You've got a mini one or you've got a big one. I'm going to go for the bigger one. And first of all, what I'm going to do is just brush my brows upwards like I always do. And I just get them to spike up pretty wild. And then just buff out the edges. And I just really pat that in. Okay, so the brush that I did just use for that was the A18. So now I'm going to go in with my first shade of the eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the shade Tide from the OCEANA palette. And I'm going to take a really nice big fluffy brush for this. I quite like the look of this one, which is the B07. So I'm just going to start to run this through the crease and keep it really rounded to my eye. And as I said before, this is the perfect soft brown transition shade. Or just if you don't want a lot on your eye but you just want a tiny bit of colour, this shade is perfect. I think that's why this has been my go-to look. It's just, it can be daytime or nighttime, I think, and I just really am loving it. So once I'm happy with the shape of that, I'm just going to then take this all over my lid. So I'm just buffing it down into my lash line. I'm going to do one eye with you, and then I'll do the other eye off camera just to speed things up, because we're going to do the face as well. So now I'm going to go into my Tarte in Bloom palette, and this is the palette that I'm going to use for a little bit of liner shadowing across my eyelash line. So I'm going to need a thin pencil or like a flat edge brush for this. Okay, so for this look, I'm actually going to use the brow one. I didn't even realise there was a brow one in here. But I'm going to use the brow one. This is the A24, and I'm just going to use this flat end here. And then if I need to buff it out a little bit extra, I'm going to use the A13. So I'm going to take the darker shade. I'm just going to run that along my lash line. Like so, and I'm just going to, not too much, and then I'll buff it out after. I'm just going to take it right into my inner corner. Clean up this side of my face, do this eye, find some lashes. I don't know what lashes, I need to get some more lashes, to be fair. I've literally got none. Get some lashes and I'll be back to do the skin. Okay, so my eyes are now complete. The lashes that I put on are just like some handmade ones from a friend who is my lash artist. I'll leave her Instagram in the description below because you can buy them. I think they're £10. And she does like what she would do like for Russians or whatever, but she makes them onto strip lashes, which I think is amazing, especially during lockdown, because obviously she can't work and people can't get their lashes done. So yeah, that's what they're the lashes that I'm wearing. Very natural and nice. I love them. So for my skin, I am going to go in with a tiny bit of my Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face, I think it's called that, in the shade Prism Rose. I don't like to use too much of this because it is so tacky, and I have oily skin, so we don't like too much of this. I'm going to try and go for my Radiant Long Way in Barcelona, but I'm not sure how this is going to match. I think that might be okay. My neck doesn't really tan, it's more like my chest. So to buff that in, I'm going to go in with my Spectrum B01 brush. I love this brush for packing in foundation because it's like really thick and dense, but it's really nice and soft. And it really just disperses it so well, and it like helps it dry down when I'm buffing it in, and there's no like lines, which I really like. Okay, so now that that is all blended, I'm going to go in with my cream contour, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. I use this in the shade 340. It's a little bit dark, but we make it work. And for this, I just want a really soft, small, petite, fluffy brush. I'm going to go with this brush, which is the C07. It's like a kind of like a flat-ish domed brush. Like it's got an I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but it's like flat. I don't know, but wow, that blended that out so effortlessly and easy. Oh my god. God, I love this brush. That was so easy. Ah, there's nothing better than a brush that makes something easy. Okay, so I'm going to go in with concealer now. I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away concealer. This is in the shade 3. I absolutely love this. I'm just going to take it on my... And I actually did rip off my sponge for this because it takes up so much of your product. And there's just no need for the sponge to be there. Plus it's a bit more hygienic to not have it there. So I'm going to mix that with a tiny bit of my Tarte Shape Tape if I can actually get any out. I need to order, I'm in desperate need to order one of these. Just this one is a little bit lighter. Okay, so I just went ahead and set my concealer with my RCMA No Colour Powder, and I'm just going to buff that off now with the C08 brush, so any excess powder, and I kind of buff it off in a way that I like take it away from the area that it was in and almost like pat it over the rest of my face. So now it's time to go on to bronzer, and for bronzer I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Glam Bronze. This is in the darker shade, medium to dark. The lighter to, I think it was like fair to medium or fair to light, it just wasn't dark enough for me. So I'm just going to tap my brush in, and the brush that I'm going for is the A05. can you see that you can actually still see that Kevin Kwan glow through this, even though I put powder on? Okay, and then I don't really wear highlighter on my cheeks for shoots at the moment. I just kind of like a matte skin, but what I will do is apply it to like my inner corner and stuff. So for that, I'm going to use a tiny little brush, and I'm going to go with this one. It's the A27 brush, and I'm going to take my Ofra Rodeo Drive. This is a really nice bright highlighter, and I'm just going to take that right into my inner corner. And then I'm going to take the A07 brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that highlighter for under my brow, like so. Okay, and now it's on to blusher, which is my like favourite. This looks quite nice. This is like a wow, that's very lovely. Wow, that's very lovely. That's very feathered on the end, like it's really sparse, and that's really nice. So the blush that I'm going to go for is my H&B Cosmetics. As always, I love Holly's blushes, they are the best. I'm going to go in with the shade Self Made. I always take my blush a tiny bit onto my forehead as well, and on my nose. Okay, so once we're looking like this, I'm going to go ahead and just do my under eye. So all I'm doing for that is applying that shade that we used from the OCEANA palette on our crease. I'm just going to take that and buff it underneath my eyes. I might actually take a tiny bit of this white shade here, which is called Salt, and just take that into my inner corner, just to try and brighten it up a little. Yeah, so I'm going to take the shade Tide and run that underneath my on my bottom eyelid, my bottom lash line, and I'm going to apply my mascara, and then we can do brows and lips, and we are done. Okay, so moving on to brows. I'm going to be using my Benefit Precisely My Brow, and I'm just brushing up all the hairs. I'm hoping this isn't going to be too dark for me, because my hair is so blonde at the moment. I think it's because I got the two bits framing my face. It just looks like ultra blonde. So just lightly underline, and then I just like to brush through them. And then I'm going to go in my brow gel, which is just the Model Co clear brow gel, but it's actually brunette now because of how many times I've used it. It like has just picked up the product from my brows, if that makes sense. And I just like to really spike them up just to get like the texture, and then I kind of like smooth them out. Okay, and finally for lips, I'm going to go in with my MAC Strip Down Liner. I love this so much. And then I take my Charlotte Tilbury Nude Kate. This is like the perfect nude lipstick ever. And then finally, a new gloss to the gang. You know, I love my Fenty Glow Gloss Balm. Like, I love it so much. And I picked up this one in Sweet Mouth. It's like a really sheer pink. There is one called Fussy. Fussy is a lot more pinker and pigmented. This one's like quite sheer, but it has that tiny little pink tinge to it. And I just pop this on over the top, and I just think this is stunning. And there we go. If you haven't tried the Fenty glosses, then please just try one of them. I would recommend Fenty Glow. It's my favourite one ever. But yeah, defo try them because they're literally the best. So now we have finished the video, I shall unclip my hair just for the outro. I'm so blonde, it's a joke. But yeah, so the giveaway, I'm super excited to have teamed up with Spectrum for this giveaway. We're giving you the chance to win your very own 30-piece I can never say that word, oh my god, MILLENNIAL, is that it? Basically this brush set. So you get 30 brushes, that's not even all of them. You'll get the 30 brushes. This retails for £100. It's $99.99. So yeah, I mean, it's a big deal. Spectrum brushes are amazing. Not only are they cruelty free, but they're vegan, and they're that I have no complaints, and I've been using their brushes for about 3 months now. No complaints at all. I love them. So we're giving you a chance to win your very own 30-piece MILLENNIAL collection of brushes. All you have to do is like this video, comment on this video, and include your Instagram handle just in case we can't contact you via YouTube. Be subscribed to my channel and also be subscribed to Spectrum's channel. I will leave them down below. And a little bonus one, because I'll throw it in there, follow me over on my Instagram account as well, because that is where I'll be contacting you for if you've won. So yeah, I'll leave all of that down below just in case you're a little bit confused, because I probably didn't explain that very well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Honestly, it means the world to me. 70% of you guys that watch my videos aren't subscribed, and when I saw that figure, I literally was like, wow, like what the hell. So please, it really would mean the world to me if you could subscribe. Just click that little red button, you know you want to. But yeah, I'll leave all the giveaway details down below. Thank you to Spectrum for teaming up with me for this little giveaway, and obviously the brushes and the palette that I used in this video were kindly gifted from Spectrum, so thank you so much. I feel so lucky and blessed. But yeah, have a lovely day. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you all very shortly for another one. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.